Hey, everyone, do you think you know Brazil? Prepare to be surprised. Today, we're going to reveal 10 fascinating facts about our country that you've probably never heard before. Stay until the end because the last fact will completely change the way you see Brazil. Have you ever stopped to think about how many rivers there are in Brazil? It's an impressive amount. Brazil is a country blessed with a vast network of rivers that crisscross the territory from north to south, east to west. Brazil is like the queen of rivers. With more than 200,000 rivers, it's hard to find a place in the country where there isn't a waterway nearby. These rivers are vital for biodiversity, the economy, and people's lives. We have the largest number of navigable rivers in the world. This means that many communities depend on these rivers for transportation, trade, and even leisure. Imagine sailing through these waters, surrounded by the lush Brazilian vegetation. And when I talk about rivers, the Amazon River immediately comes to mind. This giant is not only the largest river in Brazil, but also the largest in the world by volume of water. Its waters flow for thousands of miles, crossing dense forests and vibrant cities. This river is so big that if it were a country, it would be among the 10 largest in the world. With more than 7,000 kilometers in length, the Amazon River is a true colossus of nature. Its banks are home to countless riverside communities that depend on it for survival. Its river basin could cover almost all of Europe. The Amazon basin is so vast that it extends across several South American countries, including Peru, Colombia, and Venezuela. It is an area of crucial importance for the planet's ecological balance. And it's not just about size. The Amazon is a luxury condo of nature, full of unique species of fish and animals, from the pink river dolphin to the pirarucu, one of the largest freshwater fish in the world. The diversity of life here is simply spectacular. It is a true natural treasure that we need to protect and preserve for future generations. If you thought the Amazon River was already too much, hold on tight, because Brazil also houses the Amazon, the largest tropical rainforest in the world. It's responsible for 20% of the oxygen you breathe. It's a treasure chest full of scientific secrets that scientists are only beginning to unravel. Have you ever heard of the Southern Hemisphere? It's like the bottom half of planet Earth. And guess who's in the middle of it all? Brazil. Geographically speaking, our country is at the center of the Southern Hemisphere. The state of Tocantins houses the point closest to the geodetic center of the South American continent. Isn't that something to be proud of as a Brazilian? And speaking of Brazil, we can't forget to mention the biggest party on the planet. It's Carnival. This party is so grand that it has been considered the greatest show on earth. The marvelous city transforms into a sea of people, costumes, music, and joy. There are more than 2 million tourists from all over the world, all gathered to celebrate life. This party moves billions in the economy, generates jobs, and puts Brazil on the world tourism map. Have you ever heard of Pedra da Gávea? Located in Rio de Janeiro, this rock formation is a true enigma of nature. With an impressive height of 844 meters, it stands out in the Rio landscape and attracts tourists from all over the world. Prepare to discover one of the most mysterious places in Brazil. Pedra da Gávea is not just a tourist spot, but also a place full of stories and legends that fascinate everyone who visits it. Since ancient times, this rock has been the object of curiosity and speculation. This giant rock, located in Rio de Janeiro, is the largest monolith by the sea in the world. Its geological formation is unique and offers breathtaking views of the city and the ocean. Many adventurers venture to climb to the top to enjoy the panoramic view. But what most intrigues visitors is the naturally sculpted human face on the surface of the rock. This peculiar formation has generated numerous theories and debates among scientists and historians. Some believe that the face is the result of natural erosion, while others suggest that it may have been carved by ancient civilizations. It looks like a giant was petrified there. Local legend says that the rock is actually a sleeping giant, turned into stone by mystical forces. This story has been passed down through generations, fueling the imagination of residents and visitors. Some believe that the face was carved by ancient peoples, perhaps the Phoenicians, who would have visited the region thousands of years ago. The marks and inscriptions found on the rock reinforce this theory, suggesting that Pedra da Gávea may have been a landmark or a sacred place for these civilizations, while others swear it's nature's work. The action of wind and rain over the centuries would have shaped the stone, creating the illusion of a human face. Regardless of its origin, the face on Pedra da Gávea remains a fascinating mystery. Whatever the explanation, Pedra da Gávea is a place that awakens the curiosity and imagination of everyone who visits it. In addition to its natural beauty, the rock offers challenging trails and spectacular views, making it a must-see destination for nature and adventure lovers. Visiting Pedra da Gávea is like diving into a world of mysteries and wonders, where history and nature meet in a unique way. Did you know that Brazil holds an underground treasure? It's much more valuable than oil, gold, or diamonds. Freshwater, hidden beneath our soil, is the Guarani Aquifer, one of the largest freshwater reserves on the planet. It extends through 8 Brazilian states and parts of Paraguay, Uruguay, and Argentina. The Guarani Aquifer has enough water to supply the world's population for over 200 years. And speaking of animals, did you know that Brazil is home to the slowest animal in the world? This animal is as fascinating as it is peculiar, and its slowness is an incredible adaptation to its environment. No, it's not the turtle nor the snail, it's the sloth. This arboreal mammal is known for its extreme slowness, which is an essential characteristic for its survival. This animal is so slow that it makes a turtle look like a cheetah. The sloth's slowness is a strategy to save energy and avoid predators. It spends most of its time hanging in trees, sleeping, or eating leaves. The leaves it consumes are difficult to digest, which contributes to its slow pace. And when it needs to move, it can take hours to travel a few meters. Its muscles are adapted for slow and precise movements, which makes it a master of energy saving. The sloth only comes down to the ground once a week to relieve itself. This behavior minimizes the risk of encountering predators on the ground. Is it an example of laziness or not? The life of the sloth is a testament to the incredible diversity and adaptation of Brazilian fauna. It teaches us that sometimes slowness can be an evolutionary advantage. Did you know that Brazil is an open-air museum? I'm talking about Serra da Capivara in Piauí, a place that holds traces of the oldest human occupation in the Americas. The cave paintings found in the Serra da Capivara caves date back more than 25,000 years. It's a priceless historical and cultural heritage. And since we are talking about Brazil, we can't forget to mention the sport that is our national passion, soccer. Brazil is the only country in the world to have participated in every World Cup. And that's not all. Brazil is the country with the most world titles, 5 in total. And to end on a high note, let's talk about what Brazil has best: beaches. With more than 7,000 kilometers of coastline, Brazil has the longest tropical coast in the world, and best of all, there's a beach for every taste. So, what did you guys think? Did you enjoy the video? Brazil is much more than we imagine, right? Leave in the comments which fact surprised you the most. And don't forget to share this video with everyone who also loves Brazil. Thanks everyone. See you next time.